as an industry and as an art form is changing so rapidly, and we've only begun to see the change. You know, the question becomes, do the big five or big seven, or however you want to count it, in, on the west side of LA and Burbank, do they become dinosaurs, or do they swallow everything as it pops up? If it's the former, I mean, if this is truly disruptive technology like we've come to know and love, then maybe, yeah, this could be one of the spots because the know-how's here. There's a tech industry. I mean, this is not Silicon Valley, and it's not Austin, but there's the glimmers of something happening here. And certainly there's a lot of people getting a lot of production experience who, live here, want to stay here, put down the roots. The kids are in school, and they have no intention of going anywhere. So, yeah, I mean, there's no rule that says the way we like our entertainment is in 100-minute bites. Maybe 4-minute bites. Days of vaudeville, a show was 9 minutes. If you went over 9 minutes, you got the hook. Maybe that's the future. And if it is, how does Paramount figure out how to make money off of that? Maybe it's some guy working in his shotgun house down in the Bywater who figures out how to make money on that, so that it becomes self-sustaining, so that it spurs imitators, so that there's a whole new thing. I mean, things happen we don't see coming. I mean, who saw reality TV coming? And it just, and whether you like it or not, it's hard to deny. It's a whole new art form. I mean, it's a whole new dramatic form that didn't exist, and it won't be the last. Oh, I mean, one, I think it's wonderful. I was directing a movie, and they said, and this is when digital was just hitting, and they said, okay, you can have, you can shoot in 35 like before. You can have one camera, or you can go digital. It doesn't look quite as good, and it didn't back then, but it's okay. But you can have three cameras, each with an operator and assistant. And I'm looking at, we had 27 days to shoot a movie with battle scenes and shootouts and, stars, and stars always take longer than unknowns, and and I said, no question. I want the 3 cameras, and I want my wife out here because I know I can send her second unit with speaking roles and still get back what I want. And that's what we did. And since then, I never looked back. I mean, I shot film again after, but never looked back. I mean, that was, that decided me. And now, I mean, people wax nostalgic for, shooting film, and I think they just have weak memories. It's just, what's the example I used to, hold the little 32 gig SD card and tell people the equivalent imagery with the same quality as I can put on here in 35mm film would weigh more than you do. Think about that. No, so it's great. The little cameras, it's great. Stuff gets, and even digital has gotten nutsy because people shoot on cameras that are way fancier than they need. I mean, 4K, you can make the argument if this is going to be a big screen release, but most things are not. Most things don't have a prayer. And so that's not where you put your money. I mean, you put your money where it makes a difference. I mean, that's how you get to do the next one. So put it into, cast, or put it into production value, or put it into time, which is always the enemy when you're shooting. Time. And if, that's much more, again, I tell the young filmmakers, I said, you know, you got performance in order, you have performances, you have the story, and you have the look. And you go up to Sundance on any given year, and people will forgive shaky camera, they'll forgive out of focus, they'll forgive bad lighting. The story, if it's generally good, they'll forgive a few holes. But if you got bad performances, you're not even going to be showing there. So, I mean, concentrate on what's going to make the difference. And some people listen, some people don't.